Hell.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to cut off. I'm sorry. One last question. With the LLC, right now I have in place like the LLC, the unincorporated business organization, and a 508. And the tax exempt religious organization. I'm trying to figure out how all these parties play together. Now, someone told me that if say if I work the LLC and I get a check or something and I turn that check into an asset, I can put it into the trust so it can be protected, or I can put it into the church. And if I put it into the church could actually write me a check. So we're creating non-taxable events. That's my understanding. Can you help clear that up just a little bit of how these three entities can work together in harmony, so I can be clear? So like if there's a property in the LLC, I can transfer the property to the business, or I can transfer the property to the church, and I can get paid by the church or I can get paid by the business. Do you understand what I'm asking? Like it's not quite clear to me yet, and I'm trying to figure out how they all work together.
Well, I mean, they can work together, or they can step on each other's feet, you know. So
Right.
you just gotta line them up accordingly. So just you have to identify the position of each entity, you know.
Okay.
You know, in general, anytime you try to deal in any type of you know, religious organization aspects, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the church, everything is always under God. So that's easy. So that means everything goes up under the church.
Right.
Everything is up under God. So now it depends on what else is involved here. Is it just the LLC or is it a trust? If it's both an LLC and a trust, everything up under God stands trust. In God, because it's in God we trust.
Right.
So if it's in God we trust, that so now you know your trust is up next, right up under that church. So these are still private, you know what I'm saying? But you still got a public entity that's gonna do business, which is your LLC.
LLC. Mm-hmm.
So your business makes the money, transact and operates in commerce. You know, it has an income, has revenue, and all the other stuff. So now when it comes back, you would as far as property and assets, you would grant ownership as that company obtains it. You would grant ownership over into that trust,
right?
Which is still under the church already, because the trust is inside the church. You see what I mean? So now. So now, but now, you just got to put everything on a drawing board, like as if like it's a circle. Everything got to go full circle. So you either gonna pass the ball to the left or to the right.
So like right now, I have a church established. That's one, and I have the Massachusetts Trust. That's two, and then I have an LLC. 3. So you're saying put both of those under the church?
Nah, not necessarily.
Okay.
They might have to operate. Okay. You might have to have a whole nother situation separately.
Okay.
You know, only if they complement each other by being with each other. But in essence, it's a three-way structure. You know, the only time it's a 4-way is if you're dealing with the church and trust, the LLC, and the LLC is doing business as something. So you got the DBA. So that's the fourth wheel. Anything outside of that, nothing else needs to be there.
Okay.
So now that's only if we talking vertically. So we talking the vertical setup. The vertical setup is, like I said, is the church, the trust, the LLC, the DBA. But we're talking about moving circular, like the world and the universe is you still position it into a circle where it's like where you have your left hand, your right hand. Neither one is necessarily greater than the other. You just decide which direction it needs to go. So the first example of the LLC obtaining assets and property, you're gonna grant that ownership over that to your trust, which is already under the church already. So it's 2-in-1. Then, but at the same time, you got income. So the LLC has income. So in that situation, the income will go in a different direction. The income not gonna go in the church. I mean, the trust. The income is gonna be gifted or donated to the church, because why the church receives donations. And with that, now you turn that into a non-taxable situation, or a situation where you can leverage the tax at the end of the year to receive a credit back in return from your best friends, the IRS.
I really appreciate you clearing that up for me. It was such a confusion. Thank you, because I really just got it. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No problem. Hey, y'all, gotta go. I had to get up off here, but hopefully y'all marinate on that. That was a lot of free sauce right there. So,
thank you for the
Thanks a lot, brother. Peace.
I'm gonna need a copy of this when they come available, man.
I'm gonna have to stop that right there. That's one of the ones where a person asks such a
that just song all my shit right there.
a person asks that good question. It's like I'm either gonna answer it because I can't lie. So it's like, damn, all right, there it goes. I'm gone now.
Thank you so much, Hale. Hale, I met you when you came to LA. I don't know if you remember me, Veronica, but
hey.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You really just cleared that up for me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, so y'all stay in tune, and man,
all of us.
all good. Let's get it. Let's put this work in. Like I said, be making some announcements next week. We finna go extraordinarily crazy on these business structures and this business credit. So y'all stay in tune.
Okay.
All right. Peace.
Everybody have a good night.
Peace, gang.
Thank you. This has been amazing.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
All right.
Peace, God.
Okay.